Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This evening I want to talk about people moving to Florida, and whoever is planning on moving to Florida, these are the things you should consider before moving to Florida. I know the season is on where there's a lot of snow in different parts of the United States, but here in Florida the weather is perfect, and a lot of people are planning on moving down and might need to consider all of these factors before moving down. The first one is the climate. Florida is known for its warm and humidity climate. Be prepared for hot summers and mild winters, especially in the southern parts of the United States. Hurricane season is a consideration, typically running from June the 1st and November the 30th. It's important to be aware of evacuation routes and have plans in case of severe weather, because right about now the situation in Florida is changing, where it's not too hot, it's very cool and nice in the evening. Oh boy, the weather is perfect right now. Cost of living, just bear in mind when you're moving, the cost of living varies across Florida. Generally it's lower than some northern states, but certain areas, especially popular coastal cities, may have a higher cost of living. Researches and do your math before you go shopping, because every state the prices are usually different. Research housing costs, property taxes, and other living expense in specific area you're considering. Do your research before you even move here. Okay, so that's the second one, is cost of living. I just mentioned to you, do your research before you move. Economic and job market. Yeah, there's a lot of jobs here in the healthcare industry. Okay, the healthcare industry offer a varieties of jobs like nurses, doctors, CNAs, LPNs, a lot of techs, OT, PT, a lot of all of those. I could say a lot of jobs in those areas is like very, very easy to get. You can get jobs as long as you're in healthcare. You're good. You have nothing to worry about when you're in the healthcare field. It's very easy to get started with a job. Housing research. Remember, there are different neighborhoods to find the one suits for your lifestyle preference, and just remember to keep in mind the coastal areas and the city tend to have a higher housing cost than the rural areas. Just keep that in mind. Transportation is also another factor. You got to make sure you're driving, because here you're not gonna hop on a train like before, maybe New York or wherever people will get ride easy. You got to have your own transportation, or you're gonna rent cars, or you're gonna buy a car, or you're gonna Uber. But Florida is a large state, and the transportation can be significant factor. You got to consider the availability, the convenience of public transportation, as well as the condition of the roads, and where you live at. Okay, it might be easier to have access to a cab, and just remember, when you're buying food or whatnot, you have people who can Uber Eat or whatnot, drop food by your house, order in, order out, all of that good stuff. You can eat out or you can order in. It depends on your lifestyle. And just remember also education. If you have children and you're planning to pursue education opportunity here, research the quality of schools, university you are in your chosen area, so that your kid may not be too far from where they needed to go to school. Even though the city always provide schooling for your kids, they normally place them where they're more easy access to get to your home, to their home, back and forth. So yes, education is a major factor. And just remember, recreational and lifestyle changes too can have an impact on your lifestyle. So Florida in general offer a wide range of recreational activities, from the beach and water sports, theme parks, and nature's reserves. Okay, so you just consider the preferred lifestyle, whether it's local amenities or aligned with your interests, whether walk in the park, you know, whether going to the beach, the rivers, you know, trust me, there's a lot of place here you can go and have fun if you like nature walk and nature parks and stuff like that. You'll have a good time here doing that. And remember, we have snakes, but I would say in my yard you have the little black ones that I'm scared of, even though I heard they're not you know, dangerous to be around. But just bear in mind, snakes is here. You have ants, you have spiders, you know, any other things, because if you go camping, you just gotta take into consideration that you gotta be prepared to be either bit by mosquitoes or bit by ants or bugs. You know, just be prepared. You know, bring your bougie, tent, and whatever you're gonna use to keep you protected from all insects, bite, and whatnot. I'm scared of everything, even lizard. Anyway, and also healthcare. Research healthcare facilities and service in your chosen areas to ensure that your medical needs can be met. You know, you don't want to just pack up and move and then you have issues, and when you come here, oh, they can't do this or they can't do that. But bear in mind, we have a lot of hospitals here that accommodate a lot of people with whatever issues you may have. I'm not saying that your issues may be here, but bear in mind that we have a lot of hospitals here in Florida. But do your research before you move. Also, cultural diversity. Yes, it's here in Florida. A lot of every different kind of people live in Florida. No tolerance for racism. Nobody don't want no racism people around them, because racism is pure hate. And hating for people of colors and diversity from different places that make a person like I would say insane or ignorant. You can't hate people because of their complexion, color, or where they're from. Bear in mind that you got to take into consideration that there's a lot of different people here in Florida. So if you're a racist person, I don't know where you want to go live, but every different type of people live in Florida. Okay. Legal and practice. Legal practicality, don't forget that. Consideration is a must, because you have to remember that when it comes to the law, there's nobody above the law. And when it comes to driver's license, you got to change your driver's license, and you got to register your vehicle, check the state regulation for taxes, insurance, and other legal requirements that you need to do before you come here. Because what goes on in another state that not necessarily mean that the same thing abide here in Florida. Everything is different. And our senators here, they don't tolerate crime. So if you're moving with bad behavior, thinking you're gonna come take over Florida with crime, it's not tolerated here either. They make strict rules and regulation for people here that is coming with bad intention. Okay? So don't come to Florida with bad intention, because this state does not tolerate people with bad intention. Okay? So just make sure when you're coming, just be of a cheerful heart, a loving, caring, warm, you know, personality. Your character should be, you know, up to standard. Be nice, you know, come with good attitude. Enjoy the sunshine, the good weathers that we have here, you know, especially the snowbirds. You know, just be nice. And remember, when you're driving, pay attention. Don't just cut people off and get people in accident, because I'm in nursing and I see a lot of accidents where people are coming in broken up in pieces because somebody run them over or cut them off, and they come up with every bone in their body is broken. Be cautious of that. Always be cautious when you're driving. If you don't know the street that you're going on, Google map it out before you leave your yard, so that when you're driving, you're not in the middle of the road pondering, should I make a right here, should I make a left there, because your GPS not working or it's sending you into wrong areas. Be mindful of your address and your location before you leave your yard. And I just want to say, God bless you all. Thanks for coming back to my channel. If you're here watching, please subscribe and come back for more. Love you all. God bless. Bye.